While the Finnish Defence Forces signed a contract to acquire a new mobile mortar system from domestic contractor Patria back in October 2024, the new weapons are only now undergoing integration with relevant military units in the country. And since our channel didn't exist when the system, named Tremos, was unveiled, we thought it would be a great opportunity to report on this mortar platform. Starting with the most recent news, it was on March 11th that the Finnish Army's Instagram account discussed the effort to introduce Tremos into its operations. The post, translated from Finnish, states that trainers are involved in such integration projects from the very beginning so that they have the most in-depth knowledge to support the training of personnel in the use of weapon systems. The post goes on to say that in early March, trainers from all over Finland gathered on Taipalsaari to introduce the new 120 KRH M3 mortar system, or Tremos, to their own units. The infantry school led the exercise, at the end of which the trainers from the various units took the weapon systems with them to start training their own units the following week. During training, basic use of the system was taught. At the same time, it was also a research exercise where national top experts from the entire army branch collected observations for further development. It said that the M3 abbreviation stands for Modular Mobile Mortar. Marketed under the name Tremos, the weapon system is mounted on a vehicle, and the fire mission is carried out directly from the vehicle, which significantly increases the mobility of the mortar launcher. And so with this latest news, we can see that Tremos has been delivered to Finnish Defence Forces and is in the process of being integrated into the units that'll make use of the system. So what's the backstory of this weapon with Finland? Well, in terms of the deal, it was reported in October 2024 that the Finnish Defence Forces would be acquiring the modular 120mm mortar system from Patria. Jussi Jorvinen, Patria's Executive Vice President, Finland Division, offered this quote as part of the press release. Patria has enhanced the mobility of heavy mortars in excellent collaboration with the Finnish Army and the Finnish Defence Forces Logistics Command, creating a new weapon system. It has already undergone testing and the pre-series agreement was promptly signed. Decades of experience in developing and manufacturing different weapon systems, such as the Patria Amos and Patria Nemo mortar systems, have been applied in this development. As we noted earlier, the weapon's marketed name with Patria is Tremos, but the Finnish Army, utilizing a 120mm mortar system, has designated it as the 120 KRH M3 mortar system. The procurement by the Finns involves a pre-series of the new mortar system, which was delivered sometime in 2025. The new mortar system integrates traditional heavy mortar weapons into a modular carriage, which is then mounted on a military truck. In the case of the Finnish Defence Forces, or at least the Patria promotional video, the Sisu GTP 4x4 was used as the platform. At the same time, looking at the promotional video, it's clear that Tremos can be loaded onto any mobile platform that can support the weapon's recoil and the weight of the mortar, ammo and operators. At the same time, it said that the efficient recoil system of Tremos eliminates the need of ground support, which also enables fastest possible displacement of the system. According to Patria, this platform can utilize both existing and new traditional heavy mortars, along with the current fire management system, and is scalable to any kind of mortar system. It's added that such a platform can open fire within 60 seconds after arriving to the firing position and receiving the fire mission, and can leave immediately after the last round is fired. Tremos can be operated by just 3 personnel, utilizing existing mortar tubes and ammunition. Considering Tremos can be installed on a wide range of vehicles, including 4x4, 6x6, 8x8 and light tracked vehicles, and utilize existing heavy mortars, it seems like it would be appealing for many countries who want to introduce a new ability to existing equipment. But again, to be crystal clear, this is not a paid endorsement of Tremos, and we're just reporting information that comes from Patria's website, as well as the update from the Finnish Army. We discussed the relevance of towed mortar and artillery platforms at a time when near-peer adversaries operate advanced artillery hunting radar. Platforms like Tremos address this and are part of the scoot-and-shoot strategy of firing and rapidly moving before the enemy has a chance to return fire. This does indeed seem to be a growing need on the battlefield, although, as we noted in our video, is entirely dependent on having solid enough ground for vehicles to drive on, or mobile platforms that can handle soft and muddy terrain. At the same time, despite the growing presence of mobile mortars and artillery, sufficiently dug-in artillery and heavy mortar pieces can still be effective while ensuring proper protection to users. But what do you think of Patria Tremos? Do you think any other countries will be ordering this platform for their own forces? Let us know by leaving a comment.